Oh, there we go. Well, good morning, ladies and germs. Well, whenever you get to see this. Well, another week, another wonder. Right now, these Saturdays seem to be working for me. I might change it to Saturdays because these past two Saturdays have been wonderful to record. Anyway, we survived another week of Trumpism. How did you fare? Oh, where do I start? Okay, let's start with the elephant in the room. No puns intended. Very funny in my own head. Um, I'm gonna start with Elijah Cummings because I know I touched on this last week, and I need to elaborate because I never met the guy. I have to admit I never met the guy, but there's over how many hundreds of representatives on the Hill? You can't meet everybody. I met a lot of people in my lifetime, but it's kind of hard, especially to meet someone like Elijah Cumming, who is in high demand. Anyway, I mean, the man survived the civil rights movement, the bus catching on fire, enough said. I mean, he's been there, he's done that. Um, he's seen it. He was there. He was there in that time in history. And you think a little a thing from a snot-nosed brat who so thin-skinned, he can't even take the slightest of criticism. You think that snot-nosed brat's gonna wait, get get over on Elijah Cummings? Oh, please. That man faced so much. You cannot touch him with your infantile words of nonsense. But I love Elijah Cummings on his comeback. He was like, basically, if he what Elijah Cummings said, because I don't remember what he said word for word, and I do not want to misquote him. But basically, while mothers told us, while parents told us, if you don't like what you see, either fix it or quit complaining about it. Let's see. Yes, it's like if come down, come over, help out, and bring resources. That's as close as I can remember. I don't want to quote the man exactly, but it's like he invited all the critics who think Baltimore is the worst place on earth. Go on down, help make the place good, and bring resources. Either that or shut up, because they're doing the best they can with what they have. And if it's not your standards, well, bring some money. I mean, who will turn away money? But yeah, I've seen Baltimore only a few days, but damn, that's a wonderful little town. Oh, when you come from almost 9 million neighbors, Baltimore's a little town. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I like Baltimore. They're good people there. I know some people from there over my lifetime, and they seem to be nice. I mean, they treated me well. They were honest. They kept their word. Just I don't understand it. But then again, when the man's pushed in the corner, I mean, let's face it, the walls are closing in on the little rat. You know, Baltimore son, better to have a few rats than be one. I love that. I love that. But anyway, um, yeah, but he is pushed in a corner because now Mueller and Ray both testified in Congress. Yes, there was Russian interference. Yes, there is proof that there was Russian interference. Yes, the Trump campaign did accept the help, and no, they did not discourage it. Well, I knew that. You knew that. Because every time you go on the computer, you have an IP address. So if you wander anywhere around the World Wide Web, you're leaving your little footprints everywhere. So all they have to do is check that number right back to where it came from. Yeah. But anyway, so he's getting in the corner, so he's getting nervous. So he's going to be lashing out. And it's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets better. Um, what's another thing I want? Oh, yeah, another thing I want to talk about, change the subject. The debates that happen. No, dear God. Oh, you'd think it would be something worth talking about on that debate. First off, let's get this out of the way right now. Democrats suck and Republicans blow. Okay? They're, they're both terrible. First off, they didn't say how it would, none of them. What, anyway, nobody said how would be better with them in charge. Nobody said how it's terrible. Nobody pointed out how terrible things are with Trump in charge. How the president is scaring the children. Come on. They attacked each other like lizards attack their own young. They attacked Obama. Oh, that's fabulous. Right now, the most popular Democratic president, and you want to attack him? Are you out of your cotton picking mind? No puns intended. Oh, dear God, what did I say? Are you crazy? I'll change it to that word. Are you out of your mind? First off, you don't attack the former president. You can't right now. And quit attacking each other. You just handed the 2020 election over to Pumpkinhead if you keep that business off. You need to say what he is doing. Make Trump your target, not each other. And what was he doing horrible? That even when he took control of the White House, how he's still trying to take out the ACA and quit calling it Obamacare. That man didn't make nothing. All he did was put a bill called the Affordable Care Act. That's what it is. It's not Obamacare. It's nothing in the Constitution, nothing in any official paper that says Obamacare. When you talk about it in a court of law, it's referred to as the Affordable Care Act, ACA. People, can we come together, put on our big boy pants, and talk real talk? It's not Obamacare. He didn't do nothing. He signed a bill into law. That's it. The Capitol, Congress, made a bill. All the president does is sign that bill into law. Okay, now that we had our history lesson. Even after Trump said that he would not touch the Affordable Care Act, that he would keep people with pre-existing condition on their insurance, that kids could stay on the family health plan until 26, and if you have a child going through college, that is a big issue. That helps out a lot. Which, deviating off the subject a second, someone had mentioned it's better to have privatized insurance because then there's competition for lower rates. That's only half the battle. The other half is that businesses are for profit, and you can't make profit off of sick people. That's why with sick people, you pay enormously high insurance rates so that the business can still make a profit. Or they try to get rid of you altogether because you're too much of a liability. Anyway, moving right along. The ACA. Trump has said that if you had pre-existing conditions, you won't be kicked off. Now he won't try to kick the 26-year-olds off. that he won't try and dismantle it. But yet, for the past 3 years, 2.5, almost 3 years, his administration has been attacking the Affordable Care Act in court, and every step of the way, they're going to take your health care from you. Now, they're also after the safety nets for the older people, the Social Security money. Yeah, because Mitch is like, well, it's Social Security that's putting the country in debt. No, it's the tax breaks you gave your chum buddies. You know, it's a tax break that you gave to the mega rich that keeps them having more money. Oh yeah, people in our tax bracket, we got 1% increase. Yeah, we got 1% increase in our checks, and everyone else gets a tax rate, a tax cut of what, 20 some odd percent. Yeah, because the rich need a lot of money. Yeah. Oh, and also on our tax bracket, and I can say this personally, we received between, I wouldn't say, let's say between $2,000 and $4,000 less. Yeah, you get the new tax rate going in, and we got an increase in on the paycheck 1%. The insurance premiums went up, and we get about, like a couple of $1,000s less on your income, on your income tax refund, because we make too much money now because of the 1% that we, ooh, better not spend that all in one place now. Maybe I should invest in that candy bar I've been looking at all year. Ooh. Yeah, you can see it's nonsense. All these things that the Democrats could have debated upon, all of it, they didn't do nothing. They attacked each other. Are you crazy? Come on, people. Like I said, they need to be making Trump their target, not each other. Of course, Pumpkinhead, he's no better. What he's doing? He held his first rally this week. So, first we got these 20 people. Oh, before I forget, the only one that did not take the bait, Amy Klobuchar? Am I saying her last name right? I need to look it up. Amy Klobuchar, the one that opened up in Minnesota on her rally, and it was snowing, and she was all covered in snow. Trump tweeted out an insult at her because she was doing a rally in the snow, and Klobuchar came back, I wonder how your hair will fare in a snowstorm, because he's terrified of getting his hair wet. So anyway, of all the people, of all the 20 people that were up there, she was the only one that did not take the bait. Only one that stuck to the subject. Only one that made Donald Trump her target. I would keep my eyeballs on Amy. She may not, I don't know if she would win the Democratic nominee. I sure do hope so. But she was the only one that did not take the bait. Watch her. Now, Trump held his first rally, I think, in Ohio. Remember, Democrats suck, Republicans blow. He blew it too. Oh, jeez. He could have touted so much. He could have touted the economy's doing well. He could have touted the 160-something thousand jobs that were added in the month of July alone. He could have added that, I don't know, that troops are coming home, or that he's going to, standing up to people. I don't know. Let's see, what else is he doing? Hang on. He's doing something. I don't know. But anyway, all the lies that he boasts about that he's doing so well, he could have told those lies. and his followers would have just ate it up. He could have been like, "We're doing good. You got money. You got jobs. You got lower quality of healthcare." I don't know, but you could say all these other lies that he puts out every day, even though the 165 or 168,000 jobs, that's actually real. However, I have an explanation on that too. But that's not what I'm going after. The thing is that he's also going after the dems because we gave it to him. Or they gave it to him, however you want to look at it. He's ripping after the dems. They came and band together, look, all the fighting they do. And he's putting metropolitan cities down, stoking the hate. Instead of staying with the topic. Nobody does that anymore. Oh dear. Oh. It's like all the things he could have told it, that he could have said that he's doing good, he's done none of it. He's just told it, spilling hate. That's the only way he's going to win. If he wins, he's going to win because of hate and hate alone. All he needs to do is win 5 states. And watch him. He won't go to too many other states. He might do a state, like 1 or 2, maybe Nevada, maybe go to the Carolinas, maybe, here and there. But he's going to, mark my words, he's going to concentrate his campaign in Philadelphia, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, and Florida. And I tell you why. Because when you take their electoral colleges and you add up all those electoral college votes, you get 240. That's all he needs to win. It doesn't matter by what percent he wins. All he needs is 240. Those 5 states are really, really looking good right now. You see, in 2016, Iowa was one of the swing states. So he would succumb to Iowa a lot. Iowa hasn't even spilt out his mouth yet. The last thing he said about Iowa is that Iowa people are stupid. At one of his rallies in 2016, but that's after he came here and after he got what he wanted from Iowa, then he left. He does tell you whatever you want to hear just to get your votes. But, I know you're thinking every politician is like that. Maybe 90% of them are. You do get a few unicorns that actually keep their promises. But this is a comment from New York. You're talking my neck of the woods now. And when we see a comment, we just call him out. It's like, listen, you're talking out both sides of your behind. I ain't buying it. We're trying to tell the rest of the country, but, Now, everyone that donated to his campaign in 2016, I've got to forgive them because they didn't know what they were getting into. But from here on out, after 2.5, 3 years, any company that supports him, because I know that Home Depot gave to his campaign, Lowe's gave to his campaign, the guy from My Pillow gave to his campaign, which I don't know why he would. But you can see that dude with the funny mustache sitting right next to him. But you see, he don't need small business owners anymore. So Trump don't need small business owners anymore. So he's forgotten the guy. Same thing with all those people, I think, what was it? No, the carrier, yeah, the carrier company. What state was it that they promised not to shut down? Trump gave them like $2 million to stay, and a year later, after the agreement was reached, they packed up and went to Mexico anyways. Yeah, that's why Pence had to stay as governor for a few weeks more before he let go of his position. Because as long as he's governor, he just took the money from Illinois and gave it to the carrier company. It made sense in hindsight. I am so not answering you. I am recording. Leave a message. See how important you are. Anyway, yeah, he could have been. Trump could have talked about the economy. Could have been talking about jobs, but no, he spewed hate on Democrats and pointed out how we're fighting with each other. Oh dear. In the midst of all this, I'm moving, so you know my head's all over the place. Yep, kids are still there. When we adopt babies, when we adopt little orphans from the shelter, we mean it. It's a forever home. They don't leave us. So, so I think someone up there is like 19 years old. Um, that who is that one? I forgot who that one is. You think I would remember? But we have two cats and a dog up there. One's 23. One cat was 23. One cat's 19. Oh, Coco, that's her name. Yeah, she had breast cancer. There's no cure for that. So what we did, we just kept her as comfortable as possible. And if she wanted that extra lick of ice cream or extra piece of chicken, we gave it to her. We just want her to be happy. So we miss her. So I got another puppy. I swear, it's not even 2 months later, I have another dog in my life. Oh dear. One day you're gonna see him because, like I said, if I this dog is so he hates the camera, hates the camera, and he knows when it's on. If he could be looking right at you, the minute that light comes on, he's going that way. He hates the camera. But anyway, when we do move, which should be next weekend, I may not be uploading anything for a while. Today's what, the 3rd? Where the heck's my calendar over here? Yeah, today is the 3rd. So the 9th will be a Friday, 10, 11. Yeah, next weekend on the 10th or 11th, I don't think I'll be making a video at all. But after that, let's see, either the 16th or the 17th, you may see the new studio. No, I don't make no money off of this, but I want a place where I could set up, because there are things that happen in the news cycle that before it gets to mainstream network, I kind of see it developing on my media streams. And it's like, well, by the time I get set up, get everything in position, I gotta move the table around. I'm literally filming in my dining area. By the time I get everyone moved around and I'm like, okay, everyone quiet, I gotta take this amount of time. It's a chore. It's a chore. And none of my videos are less than 30 minutes because, well, I talk a lot. But if I have a room, we got a house with an extra bedroom, and whenever something happens I see developing on my feed, I'll be getting on here more often. That means it's not just gonna be a weekly thing. It can be several hits. And we are looking at changing, and change is good. Don't worry.